The first step in installing a waterproof window is to create a sloped sill pan. Now there's a few different ways to do it, but the way I like to do it is I take a piece of beveled siding and then I rip it down the width of the window. At this point you may be saying, this looks like a much bigger job. I just want to tear out an old window and put a new one in. And that's okay. Many of the basic principles still apply, including installing a sloped sill pan. Now the piece of wood that you see me installing here, I have foam sheathing on the outside of my house that's an inch thick. That wood that you saw me install is two pieces of plywood together that is the same thickness as that foam, so that's an inch thick as well. And that gives me something solid to nail my window onto. It's also called a window buck. During this remodeling process, I'm also installing new Tyvek, as you can see here. But we're gonna make a couple angled cuts in here and get rid of this this flap here. So we're gonna get this out of our way for now. All right, so now we're gonna secure the Tyvek to the side of the wall here. We're gonna go half on the Tyvek. The sides of the window is installed as follows. Half of the Tyvek tape goes on the Tyvek and the other half gets taped onto the rough opening, and that creates a nice tight seal. In a previous video, I reframed this window opening. This used to be a smaller window and I reframed it for a larger window. So I know that this windowsill is perfectly level. And remember, we installed that piece of beveled siding on the window. So if water were to get somehow behind the window, it would drain harmlessly out onto the Tyvek. So this is flex wrap tape. This does a really good job of doing the corners, but it's pricey. So I just do the corners, and I should have enough for this window and the other window. I want to be 6 inches up here and then 6 inches over there, total of 1 foot. For the windowsill, I use a tape called zip tape, and the sides are getting something called flex tape. All right, this is the part that's kind of a pain in the butt. Zip also makes a flex tape. I just happen to have some of this stuff on hand. I like to start up top and then kind of work my way down towards the bottom, paying attention to the corners, trying to eliminate any big creases or big folds. I did dry fit the window with the help of my lovely wife. And now that I know that it's going to fit nice, I put a bead of caulk on the sides and the top. And again, remember, I framed this opening so I know the sill's perfectly level, and I'm setting it on 2 shims. I'm glad you noticed that. I'm sure I would have noticed with the level, but man, pretty good. Knowing that our window's perfectly level because our sill is level, I just make sure that it's plumb. And once it's plumb, I can tack a nail up in the corner. Diagonal. Next, I'm going to make sure that it's square by measuring the diagonals. 42 or 43 and a quarter. $43 and a quarter. Man, won't get any better than that. We're plumb, level, and square. And with that all confirmed, we can nail it off. Now, if I had a double hung or a slider, I would open the window just up a hair to make sure that I have an even reveal. But this is a casement window, so opening up the window doesn't really help me. Next, we're going to install some flashing tape on the sides of the window. Now, this is a Pella brand flashing tape, and I really like it. It's really sticky. It does a real good job of adhering to the Tyvek and also to the window. And the trick with installing this is just to kiss the side of the window. So I'll just be barely on the window, like you can see here. And then I just smooth it all out with my hands. The next piece of flashing is the head flashing, and this goes on top of the window, and it's going to overlap the flashing on the sides of the window. And again, it's just going to be just barely touching the top of the window. This is a critical piece here, and we're going to do a little bit better than just a piece of tape. Finally, we're going to install a piece of flashing on top of the window. This is called drip cap flashing. You can find this pretty much anywhere, Home Depot, Lowe's, at siding stores. And there's a little detail I like to do on the sides. With that square, I was measuring 1/4 of an inch, and I'm taking a 1/4 of an inch piece off the front here, and then I make a cut in the back. And I take that little tab and fold it up. That's going to help direct water away from the window. It's also important when you install this to make sure that it's sloped away from the window. Believe it or not, I come across new builds that builders still aren't doing this. I don't know why. This flashing is so cheap. If you're going to do anything, if you're going to follow any of this advice, I would do the slope sill pan and I would do the drip cap flashing. It's a no-brainer because the windows that I replaced, I was having issues with the tops of those windows and the bottom. Water was getting in there somehow and not dripping out. I secure it with a couple roofing nails, and then just to be redundant, I'm putting another piece of tape over that flashing. Now you could use that Pella flashing. I just ran out of that Pella tape. You could also use Tyvek. I think I might have been running out of that too. I was just using whatever I had laying around, and that zip tape will work just fine. It's probably overkill. With that drip cap flashing all buttoned up, now we're gonna fold that tab down that we made out of Tyvek, and then we tape the corners, and then finally to button it all up, I take another piece of tape and I secure the Tyvek down over the top of that flashing. The next video I'll put up in the queue is how to make a pre-assembled trim that you never have to maintain. Check it out. So there you have it. That's really not too bad. Properly installed, properly waterproofed. And not only did we follow the manufacturer's recommendations, I believe that we went beyond that. So this window will last a long, long time, nice and dry. And listen, I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.